Okay, so my name's Will, and today we're going to talk about bow fishing. And at the end of my speech, I'm hopefully going to give y'all a knowledge on how to get started bow fishing by knowing what tools you need, where you can go, and what you can shoot in the state of Kentucky. So, bow fishing is one of the fastest growing outdoor sports, and according to an article by Pat Leffamede in 2014, bow fishing is one of the best ways to get people introduced into outdoor sports like hunting and fishing. I believe that's because in our state we have a lot of bow hunters and a lot of fishermen, but both those sports require a lot of patience. Bow hunting, you usually sit in a tree stand for several hours waiting for deer to come by, and catfishing and carp fishing, which are two big types of fishing, you're talking about several hours, maybe 4 to 5 hours between each bite. Bow fishing, you have the opportunity to shoot the bow upwards of several hundred times a night on a good night, and you also have the visual aspect that draws people in, where you constantly have to be aware and looking around for fish. Also, a lot of people like to be out on the water, whether it is fishing or just boating or whatever, and that gives you the option to do that as well. So I believe bow fishing is the best way to introduce people to outdoor sports like hunting and fishing, because it perfectly meshes bow hunting and fishing. We're going to talk about first what tools you need, then we're going to talk about where you can go, and lastly we're going to talk about what you can shoot in the state of Kentucky. So first off, everybody needs a bow to start with, and this is a picture of the bow I have. It's a 1989 compound bow, so it's old. But you don't need anything expensive because bow fishing is really hard on your equipment. Also, you need to keep in mind when looking for a bow, you need to have a relatively low draw weight because bow fishing requires several hundred shots sometimes. And an article by How to Bowfish, a guide to take you from chump to champ in 2018, says that odds are you're going to be worn out within the first hour or two if you're shooting more than 35 and 40 pound draw weight. So you just want to be mindful of that. You also need, your arrow, your line, and your reel. Now if you get these 4 tools, you can go out and start